Welcome back to the Wellness for Us podcast. Stories and tips to Spotify or YouTube, and just type in Wellness for Us. You might have to put podcast on there. I am going to keep making sure I give you that affirmation mix. We're going to keep this episode lively. We'll have a little bit of fun with it.
Hello and welcome to the Wellness for Us podcast. Our goal is to provide you with wellness resources, information, and products that empower you on your journey to a healthier and happier lifestyle. And now, here's your host, Troy the Trainer.
Welcome back, family. We are back in the studio. Let's just check everything to make sure. Testing one. All right, we're good. Welcome back to the studio, family. I'm Troy the Trainer, your wellness coach, motivator, and mentor. I don't need those until we get our jam mix started. So in our previous lesson or episode, we just saw Dr. Gideon and talked about the third leading cause of death in America. And it was pretty tragic, just to learn some of those things. So now we're more apt to understand we need to take care of ourselves. We need to drink water. We got to make sure that we are up on our own health and well-being. And that's just something important that we have to make sure that we're constantly trying to do. The Wellness for Us podcast and radio is here to ask questions in the matrix in order to find wellness for us. So today, we're going right into our next episode of Refrigerator Rehab. And this is where I get a chance to share my food videos, kitchen tips, and wellness to help you and your family learn how to cook, shop, and handle eating better quality, better tasting foods. And we are going to do just that today. Today might be the most important video that you watch in my refrigerator rehab course, and it's going to help you to learn how to manage your kitchen and to teach you some of the things that my grandma and my mom taught me, and also that I learned throughout my entire 10, 15 plus years of being an executive chef and working in kitchens and with chefs all over the country. So let's get started in this episode of Refrigerator Rehab. Now, I want you to see here right quick. This video I did about 5 years ago. You can see here. I've been posting videos for quite some time. 9 years ago, almost 2,000 views, really not that much, but a lot of young people and their parents had sent them to this video to learn. So today we're going to do it together. So we have a young lady in the kitchen, and she's going to be working with food. This video was brought to us, years and years ago, almost 9 years ago, when I partnered. Let me get back on here. I can't see you guys. There we go. So this video, 9 years ago, I posted this video because I was working with Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution, and that was, I think, on ABC, maybe on ABC or NBC. But it was Jamie Oliver, a celebrity chef who came to the U.S. and was just motivated about getting people healthier, eating better foods. And he had a television show. And he also started like a grassroots campaign, each one teach one, teaching each other how to make healthier meals. So this is a video that was part of the program that would allow us to teach you guys what to do and what not to do in the kitchen to keep your family safe, right? So let's get into this video, and each step of the way, I'm going to point out the mistakes that are being made and help you correct those mistakes in the kitchen. So this will be real short, but very, very informative. So let's get started. I'm going to blow this up here. Let's get started. All right, chopping. All right, let's stop right here. Let's stop right here. Mistake number one. I'm gonna go back here so you can see it. All right, here. Now, this is not a good practice right here. When you are using a knife in a kitchen, your fingers should not be extended like that. Okay. If your fingers are extended like that, you're going to cut off your nail or your finger one day. It might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow, but with fingers like this, you're going to cut yourself very badly one day. We want to put our knuckles against the face of the knife. And I'll show you that in a different video. But this right here, fingers extended like this in cutting is a no-go. I'll show you again here, right here. Fingers extended straight out like this against that knife, that's not proper cutting style. Your knuckles, your fingers should be bent and your knuckles should be against that knife so that there's no part of your finger that can go up under that blade. Right now, you have 3 fingers that can go up under that blade and get hurt. So this is mistake number one, learning proper cutting technique. And this is not it. So no fingers extended when cutting. Let's go on. All right, there you go. Number 2, your chef knife is the most prized possession you're going to have in the kitchen. You should not scrape your chef knife against the cutting board the way that's being done in this video. All right. That scraping action is going to dull your knife and make your knife not work as well pretty quickly. Okay. And second of all, it could damage your cutting board. You don't want to, that's not a good practice. So let's hear that again here. Right there. So that we go on here. There you go. There you go. 3 times, right? So see, because Chef Jamie Oliver is making these videos, that's the reason that he had her do that 3 times in a row to make sure that you saw that you should not do that. Don't scrape your chef knife. We'll show you how to pick things up with the knife and do things like that, but scraping is not good. That's mistake number 2. All right, here we go. All right, here we have some chicken. Chicken's coming over and it's on the cutting board. Okay, now here we go. This is mistake number 3, and hopefully you caught that one. You do not. Let me go be here. I gotta let y'all see me. Do not do that. Okay, do not cut vegetables or herbs on a cutting board and then use the same cutting board for your protein. That's a no-go. That's an automatic no-go because it's unhealthy. It's gonna get you sick real quick or get someone else sick. So separate cutting boards for poultry and vegetables. Sometimes you might even want to use a separate knife as well. If you only have one chef knife, then you'll need to wash and sanitize your knife before you go from chicken to vegetables. So right here, big no-no. You do not use the same cutting board for meat and for produce. All right, let's keep going. So same cutting board, it's no-go. Bad, bad, bad. Now, hands. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert. Okay. We have hands going from raw chicken into the salt. Raw chicken now touching the lettuce. That is a no-go. That's why we're watching this video. Now, just remember, this young lady is an actress and she's playing this part. Okay, this is her job. She is one of Jamie Oliver's chefs that he works with. So she's not making these mistakes. She is demonstrating what not to do in the kitchen. Raw chicken, hands into the salt, into the pepper, touching the colander to pick it up and move it over here, touching raw lettuce. Touching lettuce now. All of those are no good. You are passing germs from the poultry onto the lettuce, into the salt and pepper, and you're going to get sick. So these are all warning things for you not to do. You must wash your hands in between working with poultry and working with your vegetables or anything else in your kitchen. Even touching a doorknob, a handle, opening the oven, you have to wash your hands before you do any of those things. This is why we deal with our meats separate. So before I even start cooking, I'm going to get my meats out and prepare those thoroughly and completely so that I don't have to touch them again. We're going to sanitize our entire area, cutting boards, knives, utensils, and everything. And then we'll start working with our fruits, vegetables, and starches. That way, the meat is out of the way and you don't have to have any kind of problem like this one. All right, let's keep going. So now the lettuce is on the cutting board next to the produce. And this might seem like, oh, it'll save me some space. It'll save some time by letting me do these two things really quickly. This is the way you get salmonella and or E. coli, right? So this is a no-go situation here. And she's demonstrating to you all the things not to do when you're working with your foods. So like we said before, you cannot work with chicken and produce at the same time. You cannot do this. Okay, now the bread. And it may seem like everything's going smoothly and everything's laid out, organized, but now you have the lettuce touching the meat. And that's raw meat. Okay? That lettuce cannot be on that cutting board with that raw meat. Hands went from the bread to the lettuce, back to the chicken, back to the lettuce, the cutting board. Everything is contaminated. Everything in this kitchen area has salmonella. And now here we go. The door of the oven. Of the oven. Now the wrap. And you might think that the rag, I give you some water, y'all. Man, that got me excited, bro. Let me stop this for a minute. I had to get a little water, bro. Hold on. See, I can see y'all. Y'all got me excited talking about this kitchen, bro. Them amino acids. I'm gonna put some of them on the website for you guys and for you girls. Touching the oven door and having a towel. I have seen so many people touching produce, poultry, and getting a towel and wiping their hands on a towel and then putting the towel down as if that towel actually did something. It didn't. That's my 10 a.m. alarm. We've been up since about 5:30, and it's time to go to the gym. So that towel does not disinfect your hands. Okay, you need soap, water, warm water for at least 60 seconds, and some soap. Okay, all right. Touching that doorknob of that oven is a no-go. Using the towel here like this. Okay. touching everything. Everything's still contaminated. Okay. Hands are still contaminated, right? So hands are still, her hands still have chicken bacteria on them. So now everything else that's being touched also potentially can have that same salmonella or E. coli. And now that's going into the dressing. So sometimes, you can be eating healthy, but still be sick on a regular basis and not really know why. And this could be the reason why right here. This could be the reason why. Because we're working with fish, shrimp, chicken, whatever it is, and we're touching other things. Touching all kinds of other things in the kitchen. Contaminating everything with salmonella, E. coli, or other bacteria. Okay, the hair. Okay, we just saw that. We just caught that, right? But a lot of people, scratch their hair like that right there, or do other things, tie in their shoe or fixing something out in another room of the house, and then come back and start cooking. Right. All right. Stirring. What we're doing here is we're making a mess, and this is what happens when we haven't learned yet. Again, this is a reenactment. This is so funny. So she's using this fork to whip this dressing, and then she comes off the cutting board on purpose and just starts just whipping it everywhere, all onto the floor. That's hilarious. And she, I really, I'm laughing because I know that she's acting, and that is just great. That is great acting, yo. If this was real, it'd be on a YouTube video somewhere on Instagram with 1 million views. We'll teach how to use a whisk. We get a whisk. We have whisk. You don't have to do this with a fork like this. It's hard. It's messy. You're not gonna get a good dressing mix. Trying to use a fork to make a good dressing, that's not gonna get you where you want to be. So another example of just a novice skill level, and we're gonna get you past doing stuff like this. Your kitchen's not gonna be like this. So again, everything that's going into this bowl has E. coli and salmonella. Everything, all of it. Okay. If you saw someone make something like this, everything would have to be thrown in the trash. You couldn't save anything. You couldn't eat that because you would get sick. Okay, coughing on the hands and then stirring the food. Again, this is a reenactment. She's an actress. Remember that, please. But being sick and coughing on your hands, unacceptable. You can't do that. Okay, you got to use your sleeve. You got to turn your head, go through whatever you have to do. But you can't use your hands. And if you do, you have to just go to the sink and wash your hands. All right, we're nearing the end of this video, and you've seen a lot of different things in this video. You probably would want to go back and watch this video again. Now we're pulling chicken off on that same cutting board that we get the raw meat, yo. Yeah, oh wow. So this video just went full circle. So so the same cutting board is being used to plate the cooked food. That is definitely a dangerous meal to dangerous. That is exactly what you should not do. Hey, big up Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution, man. I had so much fun working with y'all. It was a blast. But now you know what not to do in the kitchen. You have a video now to look at. You can go back and review some of that video and just really go through it step by step. But those are the things that you're going to need to get organized in your kitchen, as far as getting a cutting board pack that has like 2-3 cutting boards in it for $20. Getting you a knife set, something inexpensive. That way you can use one knife for your meat and produce, and you can use one knife for your vegetables and stuff. getting your soap, getting your dish detergent that is antibacterial, and getting some sanitizing solution, and that's going to help your kitchen. You're going to feel so much better being able to go in your kitchen and cook food, and where everything is at. Everything is clean and organized and ready to go, and you are aware of the little things that you don't need to do and that you shouldn't do to keep yourself safe and vibrant in your kitchen. That's it for this edition of Refrigerator Rehab. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good information out of it, because I had a blast giving it to you. So join me next time in our next episode. I'm the Trainer, and this is Wellness for Us Radio podcast. Let's jam out a little bit. I'm getting ready to go to the gym and get my fitness on. So let me just click back and give you guys and girls a few good vibes before.
Too scared of letting you in. Keep on hoping that you'll stay till the end, even when you're high. Maybe something's holding me back, or maybe I just like it like that. Keep on hoping one day you'll understand, and I'm not making sense. I got a jungle in my heart when it gets wild. Dark and only you know where to go. But if you're lost, then let me know. I got a jungle in my heart. I wish I knew you from the start. And never
Live in the studio, people. This is Wellness Radio. I am the Trainer, Wellness motivated.
I don't ever stop believing in us. Try my best to hold on to what we got. When it's slipping, oh, I hope it's enough.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Wellness Radio podcast. Refrigerator Rehab was off the chain this week. I'm the Trainer, aka DJ Dub in the rooms and tubes. It's going down in Atlanta.
I wish I knew you from the start. It never feels like you're that far from the jungle in my heart. Got a jungle in my heart. I wish I knew you from the start. It never feels like you're that far from the jungle in my heart.
podcast episode. Affirmation, good music, good vibes. On Wellness Radio on Spotify. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank y'all so much. It was a blast. Refrigerator rehab, death decoded, chemtrails, and learning about how to get our water straight. And then we hopped into the studio to mix live and give you some inspiration and music. This is what I really enjoy doing with all of you. Big ups to all of you that watch. Thank you for your comments. Thank you so much for your support. This is just the beginning because wellness for us is so important and we have so much to talk about. So share this episode and other episodes with your friends. Spotify, Wellness for Us podcast. YouTube, Wellness for Us podcast. I'll see you next time. I'm for the trainer, your wellness mentor, motivator, and